wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2nd and 3.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce
from 13 yards out.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
By 60. Drill green. Black Ultra. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Dayo Odeyingbo
able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week.
Here we go.
They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Green Jack. White.
The Lance going to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, close deal.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
12, 10. Slide through. Good, 52.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Got it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell
From 13 yards out.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. Matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Ready, ready. Field blue. Pause red. Cluster, 6. Ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Black shot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Blue striker.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready,
the Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, check mega.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Hey, computer. Black swap. Check you. Check up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black Ultra.
On third and long, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
97. 6. Mega.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell.
Okay, Frank.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Striker. 3-3. Field flat. Smash red. Blue go. Green gap. Set.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay.
Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection.
Here we go.
And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Throwing on first down is Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the tripping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Nice. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go now. Hurry, hurry.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready? Pace, let's go!
And they'll indeed take a knee. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.